3 players on the floor, 1 basketball. Bree, you're gonna start with the basketball at the high nail. Coop, I want you to start on the baseline. You're gonna start right here for me, my man. So one thing that we often think about when we hear decision making is all offense. Decision making is also defensively. So one thing that I'll encourage you guys to use is try to find an offensive and defensive teaching component to your drills. And here's a drill that I really like that kind of works on both. And it also works on advantage and disadvantage that we'll get into in a sec. What's gonna happen, Bree? You start with the ball at the high nail here. Coop, you're under the hoop for me. Bree, as a basketball player, what do we want you to try and do? We want you to try and score. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the ball on the floor and you're gonna attack Coop and try to get a layup. Coop, knowing that you're probably gonna wanna block Bree, get to the outside of a charge circle. All right, Bree, if Coop rotates towards you, what's the next best decision for you to make? Good, so you're gonna pass your teammates. Let's walk through that. Let's go back to the start. So we get to here, freeze. There's one area that we like to use with athletes. How many times have coaches in the game, you've gone, great drive, we turn the ball over. I think as a junior coach, that's every second drive when I see that. So one thing we talk about to athletes, it's why I call this drill the strike zone drill, is we never want to pass the ball through the strike zone. The strike zone is from the defender's shoulder to the defender's hip. So Bree, when you throw this pass, it is either a bounce pass or a lob pass over Cooper's head. All right, let's go back to the start. You're the next offensive player. All right, we want you to be in a stance and ready to shoot. All right, let's go. Good, 3 new players up. 3 in, 3 out. 3 new players up. Quick, let's go. Quick, let's go, guys. Next 3, quick, keep rotating through, guys. You have the ball, Addy. Make an aggressive decision. On 1 pass only, you only get 1 pass. Next 3 up. Good, stop there and reset it. Give me a new 3 players and reset it. Defensively, so we have the ball up top. Quick, ball up top. Why do we think we want Bree to get outside the charge circle? Any ideas? Yeah, so we can be aggressive on the ball and so that we can take a charge. So what we're gonna do, who's heard of walling up before? Put your hand up. So Bree, you're gonna make a defensive decision here. So you're gonna get outside the charge circle and we're gonna do something called walling up. It's a defensive tactic that we'd like to do to avoid athletes from fouling. I'm sure a lot of you coaches have heard it here, but again, how many times in a game, great D, foul. It happens so many times, especially in youth basketball. So Bree, when you get outside the charge circle, you are gonna be a tall wall and a wide wall. You're gonna get your hands up as high as you can and throw your thumbs behind your ears. Why do we want your thumbs behind your ears, Bree? Yeah, so you don't do that and come down. When we're a tall wall, we also want to be a wide wall. One thing we see, and especially when kids get older and play post defense, is a lot of this. And they're really easy to dribble around. They become easy drop step targets. So Bree, tall wall, be a wide frame. So now Bree, when you're playing defense, we want you to be aggressive. We want to make sure that you don't give up any layups. If they pass the basketball to Coop, I want you to try and get outside the charge circle again and contest. All right, back to the start. Here we go. Let's go, Bree. Next 3, quick, let's go. Let's go, guys. Lots of kids do the drill. Quick, 3 up. Next 3. And as we find out, whenever we set drills up, kids take things very, very literally. So we've told that offensive player there to stand on that hash mark right there. Like in a game, what would we probably want this offensive player to do? Probably just step in for a layup off that, right? So again, that's part of me not explaining the whole drill at the beginning and seeing what are they actually getting out of my coaching vernacular. What are they retaining and what don't they quite get yet? So as I stop the drill the next time, we'll talk about that a little bit more. Set the drill up again, please, quick. Next 3. What do we think, guys, is the highest percentage shot in basketball? What's the shot we want to take the most? A layup. So if we have Addy, you right here, as you're driving and the defense steps up, what can you do, Addy? Yeah, step in. So go back. This is part of this girl being in a stance. Yeah, when we were talking about the shooting drill, we all want to be in stance. Addy, you can be in a stance off the ball. You have your hands ready, Hungry hands ready to catch. As you drive, remember no passing through the strike zone. Addy, try to get a layup. All right, here we go. Good. Next three, quick. Next three, let's go. Too slow, guys. Come on, too slow. Next three. Good. Next up, defense wins. Great job. Defense wins. Let's go. Aggressive mistakes. Make aggressive mistakes. Great job. Good job, Bree. Way to be active defense. Next three. Here we go. One more, guys. One more. Coop, what am I going to say about that one? Yeah, man, we got bad referees. I'm not saying to travel. Where do we not want to pass the ball through? The strike zone, yeah? So that's a bounce pass or a chest pass. One thing with kids, they often process a good or a bad decision with the result. So right there, we got a layup, but Coop, and again, I'm picking Coop out as an example a little bit because I know him, did one thing we told him not to do. It was throw the ball right through the middle of the chest, and most times that's going to be a turnover. So even though he scored, that's probably not something where I'm going to single out Coop in the front of a drill like I just did then. That's more of a flight path moment where when he's on the baseline, myself or an assistant will go, hey Coop, think about this. Because again, we might have scored, so they think, yeah, we did a really great job, but they're not following one of the main parts of the drill. Set the drill up again for me. We're going to add a layer. Quick. Now what we're going to do, let's add another offensive player right over there. Coop, I want you to go play defense behind the basketball. So now we're going to play 3-on-2. We have offense. Come to the edge of K-way for me, my man. Offense, offense. And we have defense, defense. The Coop right behind her. What we're going to do now is we've made this a little bit harder. So I want you to start under the hoop, my man. You don't get it that easy. Start under the hoop. So now the offensive player can pick who they pass to, or they can shoot for themselves. How many offensive players are there on the floor? How many defensive players? So it's 3 against 2. Who has the advantage? The offense. So we want to take a quick and early aggressive shot against our advantage. You only get 1 pass maximum. If you were here, you don't know if you're getting the ball, do you? What can you do to increase your chance of scoring if you get the ball? Excellent. Again, Coop, you're at a disadvantage. You're going to try and gamble, make some stuff happen. All right? 3, 2, 1, play. Great job. 5 in, 5 out. New 5 athletes on the floor. Quick. 5 in, 5 out. Here we go. Yep, corner, Bree. Good. Again, what did we do right there? We passed right through that strike zone. So this is a normal training session. Next 5, please. I'm talking to him outside of the drill. One thing that we like to talk about at BWA is the use of flight path coaching. So if we have 6 or 7 possessions in a row where we all do the same thing and we pass through that strike zone, it's probably a moment where I'm stopping the drill going, hey guys, think about this. But if it's something that one kid's doing, maybe it's a 1 or a second off, we might just go get them individually outside the drill because we want to try and keep the drill moving as much as possible and we want to be comfortable with the mess. We can still correct individual tendencies, but we want to try and keep them on the floor as much as possible. Let's go, guys. Good, way to throw it over the top. Unlucky, next up, let's go, quick. Let's go, guys, let's go. Good, and stop there. Set the drill up again with the next 5. One thing we talked about early was using drills and shaping them for your framework. So this right here, as it's currently set up, is a really good drill for teams that are working on walling up, rebounding, layups, all that sort of stuff. One thing, and this is going to be the exact same drill, but we're just going to change spots on the floor. So all we're going to do, Coop, I want you to go to the wing now. Coop's defender, I want you to be right here. What's your name, man? Sam? I want you to come right here to the high nail. It is the exact same drill. We are 3-on-2. Offense, offense, offense. I want you to start behind Coop like usual. Defense, defense. It is the same drill, but what's changed? Yeah, the positioning, where the ball is. So now as Coop drives, Bree, we want you to try to get outside the charge circle, help as much as you can. And as the defender, you gotta try and get back. Again, we're not gonna tell you where we want you to go, what we want you to do, but Bree, how can you help your teammate? How can you help him get back into the picture? What can you do? You can stop the ball. How can you help him where to go? What can you do? Yeah, you can talk. So if you're here, you can see the whole floor. Tell your teammate where you want him to go. Again, receivers off the ball, be ready to shoot. We ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Good, 5 in, 5 out. Next 5 up, quick, 5 in, 5 out. Let's go, guys, let's go. So, right behind the ball. Yep, right behind the ball. Defense, here we go. Five in, 5 out. Remember, we want to try to get layups. If you're over here, you can step into the shot, remember? You can step in. Here we go. Good, way to try and get out. Remember, when we're walling up, we want 2 hands, not 1. 5 in, 5 out. Let's go, guys. And stop there. Let's go back to Bree. Here's a really good teaching point. So Bree has the ball there. Addie, you had rotated. We have defense here. Offense, offense. Again, here's another really good example of kids taking the drills really literally. So again, they're a little nervous. They're in a coaching scenario. I'm not giving them as much individual attention as I would if this was a training session. But one thing they're doing straight away is they're doing the drill exactly how I told them to do it. Again, kids are going to be good at exactly what you tell them to do. So if I was to review this back, look on my camera afterwards, like, man, we're passing the ball up a lot when we could be taking layups, or we're stopping right there when we have an advantage a lot. So that's part of where you can review it yourself and change some stuff. Bree, if you were driving right here, again, what is the best shot in basketball that we want to try to get? Did I tell you that you have to stop here? Do you have to stop there? That's part of our decision making. We want you to make aggressive decisions. If you think you can beat this defender, we want you to try and beat him. What does that mean for you, Addie? Yeah, you can talk some smack to her. I like it. You got to try and stop her. All right, go back to the start of the drill. Let's go. I want you to challenge her. Same offense, same defense. Challenge her, Bree. Try to get to the hoop. Good. Great job. Same group, same offense, same defense. Keep going with that same group. So what we notice straight away there is when we encourage, keep going, guys, keep playing. When we encourage the athlete with the ball to be aggressive, all of a sudden Cooper was way more engaged, stepping into the shot. The defense is sprinting back to try and get involved. Keep going, guys. So once you have the framework of your drill, refine little elements of it. And it took us 3 or 4 different coach breaks and talks to get here, but the more that we get through it, the slowly it'll start to adapt to what you want. One more, guys. One more, please. Let's go. Good. Everyone to the baseline, please.